Hello, Slicey Dicers. This is Brian with another knife review. Today we have the White River Knucklehead II, and I have to say, it's broken. I can't close it for anything. I don't even know what the lock mechanism on this is. I've tried every possible method. I can't close it. So, that's it. I guess I guess that's it. It doesn't matter anything else about it. I mean, I can't close it. I'm joking, of course. This is just my first fixed blade review I've done on this channel. I am going to try and do more. I've been corrupted yet again by Witty at USA Made Blades. USA Made Blade, I always pluralize it, everybody does, I think, but USA Made Blade. He sent this along to me. He's asked if I was interested in it. I said, I don't really do fixed blades. He said, come on, man, this one's awesome. You got to try it. And he's right. This is a very, very useful, cool thing. As you can see from the logo here, it is Sasquatch approved, as they say at USA Made Blade. This is an optional thing. You can get something etched on the blade if you want to. It is a very cool little small minimalist lightweight fixed blade, and I do own a couple other fixed blades. I have a couple old SOGs and stuff that one I got in the military, and the other one I don't remember where I picked it up. It just stays, and both of them actually right now are residing in my nightstand in various forms. And yeah, I'm not really a fixed blade guy, but this one is pretty neat, and it is kind of intriguing. S35vn Steel, as you can see, for the whole thing. It is clearly a full tang knife because there's no real proper handle on it, but that's not a problem. We'll get to that in a minute. This is going to be a bit of a different review. We're not going to do a lot of this stuff that I normally do because, again, this is a fixed blade, so it's completely different. So a lot of my usual categories and stuff I go through don't apply. But let's do a few stats here before we get too much farther. We have a overall length of exactly 6 inches. Blade length is just under 3, but as you can see, with all that belly and stuff, it feels a lot longer than that, I do have to say. And also, it's only about 23 thousandths behind the edge, 0.15 inch blade stock, and not too bad at all. Super sharp out of the box, I do have to say. Pretty good little slicer, and it doesn't look it, but ergonomically, it's pretty darn great, I do have to say. A lot of cool little tricks here. I think the primary way most people are going to carry it, you're going to use it like this with your thumb in the hole. That's the way you're supposed to. You can use it like this, but when you have your finger in that little finger hole, it's just a very useful little cutter, for stuff on a table or whatever. It's excellent for that. Great for, your usual EDC tasks, opening boxes, all that stuff. And like I said, ergonomically, it's not bad. Everything's all nicely rounded off here in the back. That's where it hits your palm. So that works well. I'm happy with that. It is a joy to, I almost said was, but it is a joy to use because, yeah, he's not getting this one back. But, it's just a very cool design. Excellent little bottle opener on it. I probably should have saved that for last, but I think you guys have seen this knife a few times on my Brews and Blades. This is my Brews and Blades bottle opener now, so I can't let it go, right? But I thought one of the biggest party tricks of this thing is, I'm going to use my keyboard for it, but I was doing other stuff. I was working on my car a while ago, and I had this, and I had to cut open some packages and some zip ties and stuff, and I knew I was going to have to cut open more. And I had to switch off and use my fingers, and I was going to put the knife back in the sheath, but now you're going to switch and just do that, and you can still have it on your hand. I thought that was pretty sweet. I just kind of discovered that on my own. I've intentionally not watched many reviews of this, so I'm sure I'm not the first person to discover that, but that's just cool that you can just kind of slide it down and get it out of the way, and you still have it right there and easy to access. It was very, very handy. I have to say it's very nice. It does come with, we'll start out with the important part, this very nice Kydex sheath. It is a bit tricky to get into sometimes. it's not the simplest thing. It's not just, it is very, but it's very secure, absolutely for sure. But you kind of come in at the right angle. As I said, I don't have fixed blades because I don't like carrying them. I don't like the way they feel. And also, they're not technically like ultra illegal in my city, but they really don't like you carrying fixed blades. So open carrying is kind of a no-no. But I did carry this like appendix carry quite a while. That worked out okay. That was definitely my favorite way to carry it. I think that's the proper term. Again, I'm not a fixed blade guy. I had it, you know, like left of my the button on my pants, and it worked fine that way. I tried carrying it like, you know, like this is Boy Scout on the back. Like I said, I'm so sorry. I don't know the terms that well. And it was okay that way, but my car has, and I think I would prefer it that way, except for that my car is a Volkswagen and it has very hard seats. So I didn't want it. It just pushed on me too much. So I didn't like it. Maybe if you had a car with softer seats, it wouldn't bother me as much. It did also come with a very nice, very secure paracord, you know, lanyard neck thing that you could neck carry it. It worked extremely well. But, and that's probably the way that I think most people are going to carry this. But for me, I just don't like stuff touching my chest. But other than that, it's really well done. It's very smooth and all that stuff. But it just, I don't enjoy stuff touching my chest. I'm just weird that way. So that's a me thing. I think most people would carry it that way. And if that's the way you prefer to carry a knife like this, it makes a great neck knife. It is very, very light. So it works well for that. You're looking at the knife weighs almost nothing. What is it? Bring out ye old scales here. Yeah, man. Yeah, 1.6 ounces. It's like, we put just 3 with the Kydex, and that's with the clip. So if you're not carrying it, it's going to be even less than that. Probably 2.5, something like that. Not bad at all. And this bottle opener is just freaking outstanding. I should have brought beer. You had an excuse to use beer in a review, Brian, and you didn't. What the hell is wrong with you? It's been a rough week. I don't know why I wouldn't remember to do that. Really, really cool knife, though. I am very impressed with it. It's not going to make me a fixed blade guy, but I am going to try and do some more fixed blade reviews for you guys. I really want to do some Moras. Everybody says I got to get my hands on one of these. There's some other White Rivers that I really like. I probably won't go super high end, but I do really want to do a few. Also, for $79.95, pretty darn good price, I do have to say. For this much S35vn, you do get this amazing box. It's a nice little slide open dealy. I got to get it started off camera. Sorry, I just don't have enough room. Your little certificate and everything. And then, you know, once you got the knife out, you can use this box for all kinds of stuff. Depending on the legalities of your state, I could think of some stuff I'd put in there. It's not my thing, but if I was still into that stuff, I could think of some stuff I'd put in there. If I lived in, say, you know, California, Colorado, maybe. But really, really, really cool knife. And thank you, Whitty, for corrupting me again. I am going to hold on to this one for a while and use it a little bit more. I'm not going to say I EDC it all the time, but it does make a great knife just to have around the house. And definitely when I go camping and stuff, it's going with me. Absolutely, for sure. You can put this Kydex sheath any position that you want. It'll be attached to my backpack, and it'll be very useful for that. So, and I actually am thinking about a camping trip in the extremely near future. So, it'll be a really cool knife to have around for that. Maybe not big enough to be my primary knife, but it'll be with me. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I've been Brian. Have a good one.